This video is for training purposes only. It is prohibited from being copied, distributed, or shared. The concepts, statistics, and ideas do not necessarily represent those of World Financial Group and Transamerica Financial Advisors.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm excited to show you this next concept. This is a concept that was shown to me by Rial Michaud. If you know Rial Michaud, he's one of the largest earners and biggest builders, basically owns the country of Canada. This was shown to me on a napkin at a restaurant during a lunch presentation, and it revolutionized my business. This concept is the one concept that if you are not able to show anybody anything else but this one thing, this is a must. I show this every time we meet with somebody, and it's a way that you can lock in the second appointment guaranteed, that you will not miss it. Only one time in my life has someone said no to me when we were doing this concept. So this concept is known as the circle. And so I'm about to explain it to you. Take good notes, listen to it, watch it over and over again, okay? Here we go. So the circle works a little bit like this. About 95% of all Americans, about 95%, whether they make $1,000 in a month or they make $10,000 in a month, 95% of people are broke at the end of the month. They don't have enough money and they have to go back to work. They're broke at the end of the month. For some reason in our country, we have figured out the more we make, the more we spend. Now about 5% of the country does something different, and we'll talk about that in a different concept. However, most people, if you were to draw a pie chart of what their money looks like, it would kind of look like this. About 50% of everything that they make goes to living expenses. That goes to the car, the food, the water, the gas, the electricity, all the things that are required to live a life, right? Then you've got another big portion of your money going to Uncle Sam in the form of taxes. Now I'm all for paying my fair share of taxes. I love having nice roads, and I love having police officers and firemen, all those things, but I don't like paying my unfair share. And in this country, taxes are going to be the biggest problem to you becoming financially independent. Not how much you save, not how long it is, but taxation will be the biggest problem to you becoming financially independent. Here's the issue for me. Most people tell me, I get my tax return at the end of the year and I get all the taxes I paid, I get them back. Well, that's the wrong answer, because you don't get back the 8.25% sales tax here in Texas. You don't get back the gasoline tax when you're pumping. You don't get your land tax, your Social Security, your Medicaid, all these other taxes that are associated. Your cell phone has tons of taxes on it. There are taxes through the roof if you're paying attention, right? A lot of our money goes to pay Uncle Sam, okay? So then we've got another big portion of this pie, which is good old-fashioned American debt. So we don't do a lot anymore in this country for manufacturing. However, we do manufacture a lot of debt. We've become a society of consumers, not a society of savers. And so here's the problem in America. I believe that debt is a huge plague in our society. I believe that we are not able to continually save money because we are mounting in debt. Most people every day are drowning. Debt's working against you. It's your constant companion every night. When you go to sleep, it's working against you. It causes a lot of divorces, causes a lot of problems in marriage. It causes a lot of stress and unwarranted, basically frustration. And so here's what the pie looks like for most people. Now, there's something missing. And I always ask, I say, Mr. Client or Mr. Prospect, what's missing here? If you want to become financially independent, if you want to become wealthy one day, what's missing? And the answer I get every time is savings or investments or some sort of 401k or whatever it may be, but basically it is savings. And so I say, you're right. Here's what it looks like for most people. If they're lucky, they are eking out a small sliver of savings, right? That's a very small amount that they are eking out if someone's shown them how to do it. Most people don't even know how to do it, and they're not doing it in the first place, okay? So here's the problem in America. Most financial services companies are going to tell you, if you want to save more money and make this savings pie bigger, you need to cut out maybe some eating out, cut out going to Starbucks, stop putting your kids in camps, carpool, and cut out your living expenses. Here's what I've found. I found that most people are not going to be willing to do that. They may tell me up front that they're willing to do that, but it's just like a diet. It only lasts for a short period of time and they're right back to their old habits. We're creatures of habit. So once in a while, a new idea comes to an old industry. And here's that new idea that I believe has come to our old industry. And this is why I believe we're poised to become the #1 broker-dealer in the United States, because we are showing you a different way to save money. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to teach you here at World Financial Group and Transamerica how to legally eliminate some taxes. We're going to show you how to consolidate and eliminate some debt. And now we're going to free up this piece of pie here that now can be put together for a savings program. Perhaps you need some investments for the future, retirement. Maybe you need a college fund for your children. Maybe you need an insurance program because you're underinsured. Perhaps you need an emergency fund, whatever it may be. We can take some of this money and pay down debt faster. We can take a lot of this money and put some money back in your living expenses. But here's the great thing, and this is the new idea. We're not taking any more money out of your pocket. We're taking the money you were giving to Uncle Sam and the bill collector, and now you're using those same dollars that were going out, we're keeping them and doing better things, basically rearranging the dollars. Now, if what I say is true, that we're able to do this, how many people in the greater Dallas area need to hear what I have to say? The answer you're going to hear is everyone. And that's what I tell people. I say, and now you can see why I'm aggressively looking to gather new clients. There are more people who need what we have. I don't know them all. I need to get out there and see them, and that brings up my second problem, which is I don't know enough people in the 8 million people in the Dallas Metroplex area. I don't know them all, so I need other people to help me teach these concepts to people that they know that I don't. So I need to build my team. I need to become an agency of licensed and trained sales professionals that can teach this very thing. So now that they've told me everyone, I've told them here's what I need, then I basically back up and say, let me ask you one more question. If I could show you personally how to do this, now this is a very 20,000 foot view. In a 15-minute conversation, it's impossible for me to teach you the details of how I do this. But if I could show you how to stop paying taxes legally and stop paying some bills and save that money for yourself, would that be worth another 30 minutes of your time, either today or at a later date? And the answer I get every time is, sure, of course it would be. Yes. You're going to get a yes 99.9% of the time. So that's your second appointment. You're locking in your second appointment because now you've got the FLS that we're going to be teaching here in the future, or on one of the next videos that you can click on. The FLS is locked in because they've said, I need to learn how to do that. In order for you to teach them how to do that, you need to gather some information from them. So that's the circle. Keep it simple, keep it the same, don't do anything different, and you'll get yourself an appointment to come back and visit with somebody to at least gather their information 99.9% of the time. It's phenomenal. Use it at every single one of your one-on-ones. It's going to be great for you. I'm looking forward to your success. Come and tell me how it went for you. Study this and it'll go great. Take care.